Hello everyone and welcome back to The Witcher. We are back to play another adventure here, and the next one we're going to do is the Wraiths of Quiet. Now, you may be asking, you haven't done Deceit yet, why are you skipping over that? I've just tried to do Deceit and multiple times it crashes. I don't think it's an overly stable mod with the version that's on the enhanced edition, unfortunately. So we're gonna go for Wraiths of Quiet. I just can't play Deceit. I do apologise. It just does not work. It seemed a bit interesting, but it's just not stable enough. So yeah. The Witcher, while searching for some next job, reaches a village called Quiet Hamlet. He can find some work even in such supposedly pastoral land. Okay. Medium and keyboard and mouse as always. This one's probably going to have broken English, I imagine, considering most of the mod developers are natural English speakers. So let's see what we have here. Ooh! Paukai Team presents us. This one's professionally developed. Wraiths of Quiet Hamlet. Oh, I wouldn't say professionally, but you know what I mean. It's got a team behind it. That water looks really nice. The Witcher sets off in the search of new quests. This is a very similar start to how Deceit started, so I hope it works better. Look at that guy there, just to the right hand side, just prancing along like a madman. What's he doing? The rest of it is a small pastoral nature. I think that was quite a hamlet. It's just a stop in his route, but even in a place like this, forgotten by gods, there may be some job opportunity for a monster slayer. There's always a job opportunity for Geralt somewhere. Wait, stranger. What's the matter? You look like someone who can help me solve a problem. Who are you? My name's Caligor. I was a mercenary in Intermirian army. Recently, I dealt with protecting merchant caravans. Are you white-haired? Who are you, if I may ask? I'm Geralt, a Witcher. Witcher, then I have a job just for you. What do you mean? There are ghosts, or actually wraiths, haunting the village for a couple of days. Ghosts? I kill monsters. Ghosts are not my speciality. They're rather wraiths. Haven't you fought wraiths before? A silver sword hurts wraiths and allows to chase them away. It doesn't kill the wraith, though. Getting rid of them for good is far more complicated and at the same time more expensive. If you get rid of them, I won't stint on money. What would you say for 300 orens? 300? 600 would be a fair price. Are you crazy, Witcher? 350 would be my final offer. 400 non-oren less. Let it be. Wow. But before I take the job, I have to familiarise myself with the situation. Maybe you know someone who knows anything about ghosts or wraiths? There's a priestess in the village. She looks after ill children. She must have learned something about that in the temple. You can talk to her. Talking to locals could also be a good idea. First, you could talk to the fisherman by the river. He's a deep one, but he somehow knows a lot. He could tell you something about the wraiths. I'll remember to talk to him in the... What's that guy doing in the background? In the first place, is there anything interesting... Well, seriously, what's wrong with that guy? Is there anything interesting in the village apart from ghosts? It's a hole, but there's a tavern. The beer thinned with water tastes like horse piss. Some village girls are pretty nice, but very timid, haha. I'll have a look around and talk to people. If I learn how to get rid of the wraiths, I'll come back to you. Farewell. Okay, so we got wraiths to deal with. We've got some talents. 24 bronze talents. Okay, well I guess we'll fill our strength up. Put some in stamina. And dexterity. And make sure we... So if we're both focusing on silver, I'll put talents in this. Like so. And then I think we'll add... what else do we want? Fast silver, I think. One strong silver. Just do that. Okay. So, here we are. How big is the map? Okay, so we already have the whole map unlocked. We've got the smith's hut, we've got the sheep herder's hut, Vesna and her parents' hut, fisherman's hut, abandoned hut, the village, beekeeper's hut, village leader's hut, and Caligor's hut. So there's a lot of huts. More huts than Star Wars right now. What potions do we have? Swallow, Tawny Owl, White Gull, and Gynacia petals. Okay. Ah, so the map also expands into the crossroads as well, okay. Shall remember that. I swear I've never been able to go in these little shed things. It's not physically possible, I'm afraid. Right, so talk to Smith. Give me a break, I don't have time now, fair enough. Maybe the race won't come back tonight. I'll do my best about it. Yeah, we'll try. Okay, so we'll try the... Should we try Smith's hut first, since he's insistent on not talking to us? Maybe there's something inside his house. Smith's wife. I haven't seen you here before. Who are you? I'm a witcher. Do you have a name? Witcher? I'm Rita. My name is Geralt. What are you doing here? What could a witcher do? I'm looking for monsters to slay. The only ones that come to mind are those wraiths which don't let us sleep at night. Those are the ones I'm going to deal with. Yes, witcher. How can I help you? What can you tell me about those wraiths? We can't sleep at night because of them. Together with my husband, we pray to Melitele. Luckily, they appear only for an hour, but that's the scariest hour in the whole night. Will you tell me something about the locals? You can find a fisherman by the river. You can learn interesting things from him. A bit farther, you can meet a beekeeper and a sheep herder. The first of them is hard to talk to as he's always chased by bees. The second one sees nothing but his sheep. This seems like a very strange village then. I've heard there's an inn somewhere around. You have to go a bit farther behind the village. My husband goes there for a while in the evenings, but he has never got too drunk to not to get back home. Melitele sent me a good husband, but why does she afflict us with our daughter's illness? My beloved Rovin thinks all the world of our daughter. I'm afraid he can do something stupid because of that illness. Is there a priestess in the village? Yes, she's the only hope for our daughter to get better. A merchant with the cure should arrive any day now. I don't know why he isn't here yet. I've seen you leave saucers of milk in your huts. It's for our house gnomes. They do no harm to anybody. They often try to help here and there in the huts. My daughter told me once that the gnomes sometimes take children for a magical trip on the trail of smoke over the rooftops. I don't know how much truth is in this, but Beekeeper's son spoke of it as well with great excitement. Yeah. I'm looking for someone. I hope I can help you. Who are you looking for? Caligo? Yeah. Maybe he's following Vesna again. Okay, so he likes to follow people. Priestess? Now she's a Vesna, so her father is ill. Fisherman? Probably by the river. Thank you. Okay, farewell. Okay, so... So this Smith's daughter is ill, apparently. Can we... I don't feel well, no. Some weird disease going around the village as well then. Right, so... Yes, we'll check the fisherman's hut. Maybe speak to the fisherman as well while we're here. Since this fisherman seems like such an interesting person. Let's speak to the fisherman's brother since he's the one prancing around like a lunatic. Will you play with me? Up, and away. Oh god, I think he might be slightly disabled. Fisherman, hello. Shh, the fish is biting. Nah, just teasing. And who are you? I'm a witcher, and I'm fishing, as you can see. What brings you here except for scaring the fish? Ghosts haunt your village at night? Ah, yes, they do. My brother can't sleep because of them. Haven't you heard maybe about people being lost? I don't think so. Actually, I'm here on the footbridge all the time. So maybe something about strange things happening near the village? No, nothing, but maybe the village leader will know something. Nowadays, he's either drunk walking in the fields or at the inn. If you buy him something stronger and play dice, he may tell you about what he saw in the fields, or maybe something about ghosts. He wasn't like that before, but after his only son, Khalid, went to the city to earn some money and hasn't shown any signs of life for 2 months, he drinks all the time. I think it's time to change the village leader. Anything else? I've seen the man in the village who looks just like you. Yes, that's my twin brother, Jim. 2 springs ago, he got drunk and fell off the boat, hit his head on the oar, and after he managed to get him out, he started to behave strangely. Since then, instead of finding himself a job, he runs on the meadows, plays with kids, and dances in the village. Fair enough. But he's my brother, so I won't throw him out of my house, and he does no harm. The only problem is that he forgets talking to someone before. Anything else? Can you tell me something about Caligo? I've seen you talking to him. He's being so important lately, but back then he was lazy bones and wastrel. He ran away from home with 2 buddies, and now they have more money and are at the inn more often than in the fields. They must have earned a small fortune in the city. It's interesting though, they got back a day after the village leader's son went to the city. Strange they didn't meet on the road. That's a bit fishy. Aren't you bored of standing here by the river? The fish is biting, so I'm not. I'm just a bit parched. But I don't want to stop fishing, and the inn is quite far. So if you were somewhere near the inn, take a beer for me. I'll make sure you won't lose money on that. Time to finish. Farewell. So the fisherman wants a beer. Right. Need to bring the fisherman a bottle of beer. Well, I do have 300 orange. Oh God, hello. Who are you? What are you looking for in our village? I'm a witcher. Witcher, damn it. I'll have to hide Vesta somewhere. I already have to drive Caligo and his friends off, and now a horny witcher. Who do you want to hide from me, Granny? No one. What's the interest? I'm just talking to myself. What do you want in here? I don't know yet, so maybe I'll take care of your Wraiths. I'm afraid to go to bed because of those Wraiths. You can deal with the Wraiths, but don't look at girls. What girls? No girls. We don't have any young girls. Just old ones are married. Shut up, woman, or you'll talk too much. So I'm guessing this Vesta is her daughter, who's kind of getting attention from people. How's life? Not too good. No, not at all. The old man is being sick. You do all you can. Make him soup so he won't break these old teeth and he's whinging all the time. Soup and soup again. Maybe he can make something else if he don't want any soup. Something. Yeah. He's an old fool. He's an old fool with few teeth left. He can eat only soups. He won't bite anything. You're a fool just like him. Oh, thank you. You tell me something about this village? What can I tell you? We're here like my father and grandfather before us. Sometimes we have someone new coming, like this blacksmith or a sheep herder over there. They say he came from mountains. Sheep chase, it would fit better. He doesn't even have a decent pen for those sheep. They're walking all around his hut then. Oh, they must stink. Is there any inn here? Yes, there is. Go along this road, and this is for brawlers like witches. They're only drinking and fighting. I would drive this innkeeper off as well. He's leading people astray. The old man, when he was younger, if you left in the evening, he returned in the morning, drunk as the Lord, and with his mug beaten up. He told me that he was boxing there, that he would bring money. Stupid. Now he lost his strength. Only sometimes does he ask the blacksmith to bring him some booze. But if he succeeds, then I have a chat with the blacksmith. Okay. I've heard that people here get sick. Ah, yes, they do. Children, and my old man is sick, and he doesn't want my soup, old geezer. Don't you want him to get well? You speak of him so bad. Of course I do want. He's stupid and grouchy, but he's my old man. We've been through so much. Where would I find another like him? I think I'd be in eternal sorrow if he didn't recover. At least we have this priestess. She's looking after the sick. She's young, but a good girl. That's why you witcher don't even look at her. I know you'll come on to everybody, but don't touch the priestess and my other girls. What else do you want? I'm looking for someone. It's probably thank you, Granny. Farewell. So she's a bit mental. Let's go to the fisherman's hut then. Oh, it's locked. Damn. Shock horror. Let's check this hut then. Let's speak to this villager first. No, he's not interested. Right. Well, who's in here then? Vesna. Welcome, peaceful. You look worried. What's the matter? My poor pops is ill. This swine blood pud keeps bothering me. No one cares about my problems, and I lost my ring. I do care, you'll see. Everything will be fine. Who are you? I'm Geralt of Rivia. You're very kind. My name is Vesna. What kind of important business brought you here? We'll see if it's important. At the moment, I'm having a look around and ask people if they need my help. Yes, Geralt. So what problems do you have? My pops is ill, but I already told you that. It's been a while since we had a merchant in the village. I can't even buy anything pretty. And this Caligor, he wanted to give me a ring, but I'm afraid of him. I don't want anything from him. But you seem so different. You said you lost your ring? Yes, while I was doing the washing in the river, it slipped down my finger. I liked it so much, it had a nice blue stone. I'll look for a ring for you, don't worry. Okay. So, I promise to bring Vesna some nice ring. Okay. Flint, wolf pelts, and orange. The loot is very random in this game, isn't it? Some food and stuff. What's downstairs? Anything interesting? It's an old cupboard. Doria. Oh, is this the priestess? Welcome, Pritcher. Witcher. I'm Doria, Melitalia priestess. Welcome, my name's Geralt, but how do you know who I am? I met others like you, a medallion you're wearing 2 swords on your back, Witcher style. A man named Caligor told me about the Wraiths disturbing the village. Maybe you know something that could help me destroy the ghosts? I have some more serious problems than ghosts, Witcher. I can't help you. Caligor is a bad man. You shouldn't trust him. Do you maybe know where do those Wraiths come from? The souls of the dead don't reappear by accident. Only those who died suddenly can't find their peace after death and return as Wraiths. Unfortunately, I know nothing more about the ghosts. Ask the locals. Sometimes talking to an ordinary villager could give you more than you expected. Are you sure you don't know how to destroy the Wraiths? Even if I knew that, you would never learn it from me. These Wraiths were men once, something made them what they are now. Instead of finding out how to destroy them, you should find out what to do to make them leave in peace. As you know, that's not what my job is about. I've heard enough about you to know that you don't destroy or kill if you don't have to, White Wolf. Okay, what are you doing in the village? A few villagers went down with a strange illness. Mainly children are sick, but there are also some cases among the older ones. I managed to discover the cure, but I ran out of it. There are no necessary ingredients in the village to make new potions. I've sent a letter to the convent asking them to send me the medicine, but the merchant who's supposed to come with the cure is late. Yes, echinopsis appeared near the village. If you manage to get at least 5 echinopsis roots, I can make a brew that would lower the temperature of the sick. I'll do my best. Where can I find you? I have some questions for you. In the morning, I'm at best. Wait, where is it? Where'd the old man go? My father is ill. Then I go to see the smith's daughter. In the afternoon, I collect herbs. Then I go to the beekeeper's house. I stay there for the night and look after the beekeeper's son. If you won't be able to find me, ask the people in the village. So she just bounces all over the place then. How long have you been here? I arrived a few days ago. First, the illness gave people head and stomach aches. Now it's more serious, as the sick barely or don't leave their beds at all. Farewell. May Meltail illuminate your way. Yes, the priestess doesn't want to destroy the race. I have to talk to villagers whether they know any other way. Okay. What do you want from me? I'm ill, but you still managed to stand up. What do you want from an old sick man? I'm trying to solve the problem of the race. I don't think I can help you. As one of the oldest villagers, you must have heard some stories about ghosts. Maybe I do remember something, but I'm hungry and tired. Do you know what they're feeding me with? No? A soup. Every day, this damn soup. I hate soup. I'd be more than happy to tell you some stories for a piece of a roasted mutton. What a wish, Gramps. I'll see what I can do. Farewell. So we need to get some roasted mutton for Gramps. Wow. Interesting. So there's certainly a variety of little tasks which I guess you can do to kind of gather more information about these wraiths that are knocking around. Where do we go now then? Check the sheep herder's hut, I guess. If we can go in. Yes, we can. There's no one in here. So we'll loot all the cabinets as you do. Right. What if I talk to this villager who's standing just outside the place? Does she have anything to say? The village leader does nothing about the race. Ah, well. That is a shame. Caligo have anything else to say? Welcome. I'm still gathering information about the race. My offer is not permanent, hurry up. Okay. Calm down. You said you've been protecting merchant caravans. Well, I protected... Why? Don't I look like someone who protects caravans? We kill many elves, sons of dogs, who want to steal human goods. Okay. Gotcha. Let's check the other huts then. If I can actually find the way to the huts. This hut is abandoned, apparently. Yeah, this is abandoned, and then there's abandoned like this. Can you... Can't use my signs here or anything like that, so... I also only have 2 signs as well. I don't have anything else. I guess it's probably because I didn't put any skills into them, but you know. Okay, so if we check up north, the beekeeper's hut. I'm afraid of going to the inn for my husband, yeah. Ah! What happened? A bee stung me again. So who told you to irritate bees? I'm a beekeeper, that's my job. So you must be a lousy beekeeper. Lousy, I'm just not as good as my grandpa and pops. And who are you? I'm Garrett Witcher. What brings you here? I'm a witcher, I usually kill monsters. But my bees are no monsters. 1 or 2 will sting, that's all, but at least I have some honey. Swollen hands, well that's their nature. Didn't even cross my mind to chase after bees. I'm interested in wraiths which appear in the village. I know nothing about wraiths. They leave my hives alone, they don't appear during the day. It's just scary at night. We pray together with the priestess. I may deal with the wraith problem. I'd really appreciate it. I'm sure you would, Mr. Beekeeper. I've seen some plates on the floor in the huts. What are they for? It's for the gnomes. If you give them some milk, then they'll take care of your child. They'll sweep up the floor at night. They do no harm. So you have gnomes running all over the place at night. Not the whole night. If you sit still, they appear after the wraith hour and you can see them running in the hut. Aren't you afraid they'll break something? That's why we leave this milk. Grandpa told me that if you don't leave anything for the gnomes, they can do their business into the honey. And they fermented Uncle Cow's milk right in her udder. Oh, nice. But they are good. They do lots of good. You just have to leave them something to eat at night. They just love milk. Yeah, I bet they love rancid milk as well. Don't worry, I haven't hunted for gnomes and I don't plan to. A gnome is no monster, Master Witcher. And what does this gnome look like? Master, a little chap with a pointed hat, a bit funny. Okay. Any illness in the village? Yes, my beloved son is sick. He wants to be a blacksmith in the future. I won't forbid him. My dad told me to be a beekeeper, but I won't make my son to be one. It's enough that I go around with swollen hands. I hope that priestess would help us with the illness. That's what she came here for. And besides, what brings you here? Will you help me find someone? I don't need to ask him that. Oh, it stung me again. Poor guy. Right. Oh, Jesus. Can't go in the small larder, unfortunately. Hi, Gramps. Age is a heavy burden, you don't say. Can't sweep the smith's wife anymore, can I? No. Right, as I was. Can I maybe go into the beekeeper's hut? Don't think I actually went in. Ah, maybe speak to his wife. Hello, stranger. Who are you? I'm Geralt the Witcher, and who are you? I'm Andy? Your name's Andy. Okay. You must have seen him. He's the one with the permanently swollen hands. Yes. My mother warned me not to marry this lame duck. What do you want now, village witcher? I'm looking for information about wraiths which appear in your village. It's dreadful to go out then, but I don't have time for this. I have a bigger problem. The Temple of Melitael sends to look after the sick in the village. My beloved son is also sick. Poor thing barely shows signs of life. He barely leaves bed. I'm still worried. Why'd you call your husband a lame duck? I see you haven't spoken to him yet. I have, actually. When you see him, you'll understand. What kind of beekeeper lets his bees sting him all the time? He's always walking around with these swollen hands. Sometimes he opens up a hive and runs away, and my mother warned me. Okay, I've seen some plates on the floor in some huts. You must be talking about those where we leave food for the gnomes. They are good creatures, and don't listen to my husband. He's listened to some rubbish at the inn. He'll start talking that the evil gnomes set the bees against him, so they won't spare his hands. We leave the milk for the gnomes, not to mollify them, but to thank them for sweeping the rooms or cleaning the ashes on the stove so I could start the fire in the morning. So you've seen those gnomes? Yes, late at night, about 2 hours after the wraiths go away, you can see them running around the room. So maybe I'll have some luck as well. You can try, however, I think they'll get scared and hide. Okay. Interesting. So we'll try the village leader's hut now, so see if he's got anything to say. Oh, he's not here. I'm guessing he'll be in the inn, probably. So what else do we have? Caligor's hut. Where is Caragor's hut? Is this Caragor's hut? I can't seem to get into the place. Definitely can't go in the sheds. How do you get to Caligor's hut? Is there actually a way? There might not actually be a way to get to Caligor's hut, to be honest. I don't think I actually spoke to the sheepherder, did I? Yeah, welcome, Master Sheep Herder. I'm no master, I just tend my sheep, but my father is a Master Sheep Herder. Non-humans chased us out of the mountains, damn them. Have you seen my sheep? They're beautiful, aren't they? Yes, I wanted... Look at Betsy, her fleece will make great socks for winter. Which one is Betsy? Each one is Betsy, very nice name. My dad used to call his sheep like that. Have you heard anything about ghosts? They frighten my sheep. Futile, I guess I will learn nothing from you. You probably don't have a job... Any job for a witcher? You're a witcher, a real witcher, so you'll deal with the Wraiths and my sheep will sleep peacefully. And maybe I will have a business with you. We'll see about those Wraiths. I need some information. What do you know about those Wraiths? Just that they frighten my beloved sheep, nothing more actually. They appear at 12 at night, fly over the village, howl, squawk, and frighten God-fearing people. The priestess told us to pray when the ghosts come, so I pray, but I don't think those Wraiths care about those prayers. I shall like to know something more. How's it going with herding? It isn't. Merchants don't want to come, and I can't sell the fleece anywhere. In the past, I didn't have enough of that. There were so many of them, and now, who knows what happens to those merchants. Luckily, the innkeeper buys some mutton, so I can earn some money on that. What else do you want to know? You mentioned something about a job for me. You know, Master Witch, it's just a small job. Please don't feel offended. Will you talk already? The wolves are strangling my sheep, damn it. You have to kill those wolves in their breeding ground. In their breeding ground, you say. Ah, yes, in there. They are behind the inn. They come here all the time and snap. Takes a sheep and eats it. And what could you give me for those wolves? What could I give you? I can promise you a roast mutton. I can sell you some meat cheaper than the others. Indeed, that's not too much. And you can have a rest at my place for free. And am I supposed to sleep with stinking sheep? What do you mean, stinking? My sheep are clean. What are you talking about, Master Witcher? Okay, let's leave those sheep in peace. I can get rid of those wolves. Right. So, if we deal with the wolves, we can get a mutton leg of him and give it to the old fellow. I don't think I've actually been in this hunt, have we? Or maybe we have. I don't know. Actually, I think we did actually. Now that I think, yeah, we did. So how? And I do need to ask this: how do we get to Caligo's hut? There's a mystery to solve in this village, and I should deal with it before I leave. Geralt's not interested in leaving things half done, I guess. He wants full clarity on this situation. Yeah, I don't know how to get to access Caligo's hut. Like, I'm assuming that is Caligo's hut there, which he's standing in front of, but how do you get inside it? Maybe you can't. I don't know. Guessing you just can't. Okay. So we have quite a few things we can do. We just need to go to the inn next, I think. But we'll leave that to the next episode. It's been an interesting little start to this. Just a bit of a mystery going on with the race and the illness, etc., etc. So we shall find out more as we progress, most certainly. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you in the next episode of The Witcher. That's it, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.